Okay, let me get you in focus. There we go.
So why do glider pilots really get themselves into spins and difficulties? Well, quite often when we're thermaling, we're always quite slow, and the glider is trying to do that in order to maximise the lift that we're trying to stay within. Now, up in the sky, that's not a problem, but close to the ground, where potentially you're dealing with wind gradients, more trickier thermals, potentially configuring for landing, potentially you might get into a situation where it doesn't take very much if you're slightly over-ruddering the turn to get one wing more stalled than the other, and you enter a spin. Below 500 foot, that's probably quite terminal, put it that way. But that's why we spend so much time looking at it. It's also quite bad when it comes into circuits and also launch failures, both scenarios where you're very close to the stall and need to be really careful. So yeah, spinning, something to really avoid. For most gliders, basic recovery from a spin is as follows. Full opposite rudder against the rotation of the spin. That helps slow the rotation down. Then stick centrally forwards until the rotation stops in order to unstall the wing. Then, as you do that, obviously the glider is now pointing at the ground, centralise the rudder and ease out of the dive. Yep, okay, so let's say we continue to tighten the turn and we apply more left rudder. So more left rudder, okay, we're into the spin, full opposite rudder, stick centrally forwards, centralise, ease out of the dive. And back to normal flying attitude then. If you're flying a flapped glider, you may need to put the glider into negative flap to get it out of the dive, or change the flap setting to whatever the recommendation says, because you may otherwise overload the glider.
First time spinning, I did tense up on the controls, because it is an absolutely terrifying thing. You've never done it before.
Yeah. Okay.